So we're at the official start of the trail and Rod is weighing his pack in.
29.3.
29.3. Mine is 23.8. Whee! It's a famous arch. We're on the AT. Georgia section. We decided to give the RV a break for a while. We were kind of bored and needed some adventure, so we're gonna section hike the AT. Wowzy. So now starts the strenuous section, 175 steps. And up.
And then another 425 up to there.
Yay! We're not done with the steps yet. Another 425 steps to get to the top.
Well, that actually was not as bad as I thought it would be.
We made it to the top of the falls, San McCall Falls. Yeah, way down there is where we started. Love these trails where you can see your progress. Now we're going to finish or work on the approach trail. We're not sure how far we're going today.
I doubt we'll get to the Appalachian Trail if I get that tomorrow.
Well, we just ate lunch. We met some new friends. They actually are full-time RVers. Janice and Brian and their dog Hook. They're just spending the night out here. And then we met another couple. I didn't get their names yet. They're doing the whole thing. Kind of exciting. It's fun to see everybody's excited and happy to be on the trail. A little bit of a view. Starting to see some of the ridge lines across the ways. We got 3.5 more miles to Springer Mountain. Here comes Mr. Rodney.
Happy trails to...
So we're at Black Gap Shelter. Rod and Ralph were having dinner. This is what the shelter looks like. We did about 8 miles today, an elevation gain of probably around 26, including we were on the approach trail and did all the steps. It's been a good day, and we decided since there's not a whole lot of people here, we're just going to have a sleep in the shelter today, and it's blocking the wind, which is good. So there's our setup for the night.
Well, it looks like we can finally see the beginning of the Appalachian Trail back. We're 100% sure that's Springer Mountain. We had some false thoughts yesterday, but that's going to be it. So we're on our way.
Just left our shelter. It was probably a little after, a little 9 now. We left a little before 9 to our first little climb. So let's see what the day brings us. We are stepping off, as Rod just said, on the Appalachian Trail. We're at the southern terminus on Springer Mountain.
Right there.
Pretty exciting stuff.
We had the first white blaze at the Appalachian Trail. 2,100 and whatever, 90 miles later, you end up at Katahdin.
Rod signing us in to the trail register at Springer to stop. And we just ran into Ralph. Awesome. He just took our picture for us. So I'm going to do the same for him. So we are now officially on the Appalachian Trail. Got the mountain laurel there. Yep, it's definitely the Appalachian Trail. We got hit the rocks already. Love it. Just had our first trail magic, some bananas from Bandit, trail shuttle hot driver. Thank you.
Bandit's AT shuttles.
And we're going to head that way. So far, it's been a great day. We had some barred owls talking to us last night, some coyotes talking to us. Just had trail magic, hit the terminus. Great day. Plus, we're meeting lots of fun folks out here on the trail. This is our first stream crossing on the Appalachian Trail.
Woohoo!
had lunch. Just stopped to get some water. Isn't that pretty? And fix a blister I have started already. And we're off again. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is Long Falls. Pretty little falls. Long Falls, beautiful. So we're at Hawk Mountain Shelter for our second night. We have our tent. It's one of the ones way in the back. And we are making dinner here. So, getting to know people. It's been a lot of fun today. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We just left Hawk Mountain Shelter. We've been on the trail for a little bit, headed downhill. We're headed north on the AT. We haven't decided where we're stopping today. We're both feeling pretty good, though yesterday did kind of kill us. We were both a little sore last night. Slept great. And weather's great. 3 days in a row. Wow. And we think
another 8 miles basically.
Yeah. So off we go for the day. Apparently we are coming into Hightower Gap. Think before you light it. That's what Smokey says. Just made it up our first climb of the day.
Mile 1 of the day.
Yay! Wow, what a beautiful spot. One thing about hiking in February, leaves aren't on the trees yet, so you get beautiful views of the vistas in the distance. That mountain that was out in the distance, we're in the process of climbing it. Obviously, we just did some serious climbing because if you look down that direction, but I don't video those because all you would hear would be panting. We're about halfway up the mountain and it just came to this little knob. What a view. This is a big one. Oh, we finally made it to the summit and we're starting down. And we'll probably end up going up another one of those over there today. But it's been nice. It's a little bit colder today. A little bit of a breeze today. So it's started around 50 this morning and it's probably still about 50. It's a gorgeous day for hiking. We're dropping down into Cooper's Gap. What a welcoming sight. Got some water we didn't have to filter down in Cooper's Gap. This is pretty awesome. Well, I'd like to thank the Army for the water down there. It was great having a little bit of potable water to help us get up this hill, especially since we didn't plan quite as well as we should have. But loving it. We met the Beast. She's one of the ridge runners in this part of the trail, so that was also kind of interesting and fun. So we'll see what happens up above here as we continue to climb up. We just found out that they're doing the kickoff for the Appalachian Trail for the season down at Unicoi Falls on Saturday. Those Club Moss. Yeah, this is pretty neat through here. You see how the little, it's like twiggy type bark. And it's got little leaves on it, so like Rod said, I thought it was mountain laurel when I first saw it, but it might be. Yeah. That trail goes right on up there. Peaceful through here. How beautiful is this? Water's so tranquil coming down the waterfalls. So we're trying a new water filter. We usually use Sawyer squeeze. We're doing a platypus and seeing how this works. We heard the flow rate was a little better, and our Sawyer was really getting slow. Good morning. It was like 36 last night. This is our campsite, and getting up and gonna go up to the shelter to eat. So we had a good morning. Had our breakfast at the shelter. Got ourselves all packed up and ready to go. We're going probably around 8 miles today, and we'll be meeting a couple of our hiker friends that we've met there. So it'll be kind of cool, and we'll probably be leapfrogging them all day. And we learned a new trick for Leave No Trace from our Jesse the Forest Ranger who was there last night. So we are now using our small amount of toothpaste that we use and swallowing it when we were done. It wasn't near as bad as I thought it would be. So I guess that's our new trick to try and keep the trails a little cleaner and the animals safer. Unicoi Gap, 3.6 miles ahead. Well, we think that's Black Mountain. That's what we're going to be climbing today. And so we're going to take this just one step at a time, just like we did yesterday. Just a walk in the woods. We're trying to make reservations for a campsite for 20 minutes now for Saturday night when we get off trail for a day or two. And couldn't get a hold of anybody. And the internet just wasn't working right, so we finally got a spot. It's the last site in the campground. Oh, look at the views down there today. It's a little windy, but it's another beautiful one. It's so pretty. It's a beautiful spot. We reached, we think it's Unicoi, something like that, the top of one of the mountains.
The Longo one.
Yeah. It's one of the scenic views that are marked, and it is beautiful. This is just a gorgeous trail through here. They didn't film some of the stuff that was really beautiful up there because I would have tripped and fell, but wow. We had an amazing lunch on the top. Met some of our friends up there, did some photos, and I just have to tell you, and Rod is absolutely really enjoying this trail. It's been a lot of fun. We've been lucked out with the weather, and it's been a very great experience so far. Rod's coming up. The mountain we thought was Black Mountain we might be on now might not be. Like we got another big climb yet, because we haven't hit Unicoi Gap yet. But it's a beautiful ridge walk, or seeing the ridges and the view. It is just incredible scenery here. It's amazing. Oh, there's the official sign. So we made it to Unicoi Gap, and we were looking, hoping to maybe catch Thora and Steve here. And guess what? Here they are. Getting rid of trail garbage. Yay! Pretty happy to see this. The garbage adds up in weight. So we're gonna keep the zips, but get rid of the stuff inside. Well, Blood Mountain is 9 miles ahead. We'll be hitting that tomorrow. It's gonna be a tough one tomorrow. We're looking forward to it though. This is what we're doing now. We just left an amazing view up all there. There's a lot of day people when we got there. We did some group selfies with our friends, and we are headed back towards camp, hopefully. I think we're 2.6 miles we have to go or something like that. Pretty cool little tree here.
I don't know what it is.
And off we go. Well, we're on the Blue Blaze now at Lance Creek Restoration Area. We are looking to camp here tonight, and we should have a tent up there with Ralph. Yay, we do. And Thora and Steve are right behind us. So we are at camp and we are all working on dinners at different stages. I have Steve and I have Ralph and I have Rod and I have Thora. So we were at mile 24 last night on the AT and we just caught up to our trail family. We're the last to leave. Pretty view. So today's goal is left Lance. Just saw our faint trail family up there, probably for the last time this trip of seeing everybody together, because Thora and Steve are going to get off and get a hostel, and Rod and I and Ralph are going to head to Unicoi Gap, where we're all going to be taking A0 on Sunday. Today is day 5 of the trip. We spent 4 nights on the trail. I think we'll do about 30 to 31 miles. I think 31 miles on the Appalachian Trail so far. And then we did the approach trail, was about 8.5 miles. It's been a great journey. We're meeting some awesome family and people who are hiking about the same speed as us. We're just doing the slow route, which is about 8 miles a day, give or take. But enjoying the scenery. There's been a pig all through here. The last few sections we've been walking, kind of like, okay, where's that loose pig at? Rod's trying to call him in for us. I'm not sure that I really want to meet him. So we got 5.2 more miles to Unicoi Gap. And I see a blaze up there, so it's definitely the way. So we've been climbing Blood Mountain for a while. Got about 0.3 to go yet. While it is all up, it isn't as bad. There's some little places like this where it's a little more graded and flatter to kind of catch your breath a bit. It's not near as bad as I was expecting, unless there's a lot more coming up. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. It's gorgeous up here. The wind's picking up. We were just told it's super breezy on top. So, but it is amazingly beautiful. Still going up. We're here. That was much easier than we expected. Can't believe we're already here. And there's the best view with that Rodney. So shelter's up here.
That's why you can't stay here at night. It's 3-1 beginning tonight, or tonight. You have to have a bear can to stay in here.
So this is the famous blood shelter. We've been so excited to see this. It's been on the bucket list for so long. And you can stay here.
This is the original trail that I found.
Okay. So cool. So we are up in Blood Mountain on the view side. Believe it or not, we just got it to ourselves because everybody was up here left. And this is our view while we eat lunch. So we're headed down. That was pretty awesome. That was worth the climb for sure. Whoops, trip. That's why I'm called Trippy Hippy. That's why I don't usually film when I'm in the rocks. This feels like New England to me. We were on the AT out there with the balls. This is so beautiful. So Unicoi Gap is that way. We're gonna go ahead and get off the AT here and head to the Jeep. It's about a mile yet to Unicoi Gap, so I think we're just gonna drive over today and then we'll get back on the trail down here and do this section in our next hike. This has been a blast. I'm really enjoying this. We had lucked out with the weather. We made it to Unicoi Gap. We got there with Ralph again. And this is the tree of shoes for the people who decided that this was far enough.
So signing the board for the thru hikers at Trailful, an outdoor store in Hiawassee, Georgia.
Here's where we're staying tonight, around the bend hostel or Stanables. This is the main room inside Stanables. It's a nice little meeting room here. You get to meet people. Somebody's birthday today, so people are eating. Rod and I just ate. It's really nice. We have a semi-private room, so there's 4 bunks, and it looks like we might be the only 2 people in there tonight. Well, our shuttle driver, Dob, just dropped us off back at Neil's Gap, and here we go. Thank you. The trail actually goes through the building here at Neil's Gap. This is so cool. This is Mountain Crossings. Yeah, as Rod said, the only part of the AT under the roof. The car went by. Not sure if anybody heard that. Pretty cool. So let's see where today's adventure goes. We're going to attempt to do 12 miles because we got a really cold, wet front coming in that's kind of dangerous cold. So we're going to probably spend some more time at the hostel. Stanables is going to be our home base here for a little bit. They've been really kind. Here we are in another wilderness. In an official blazer. There's a nice ridge walking through here. It's a narrow ridge. See ridges on both sides. What a pretty view. Rod's gonna get rid of another layer. And I think we're gonna take a quick snicky. It's about 11 o'clock. We're doing pretty good. Wowsy, look at this view. It's beautiful. The wind stopped for a couple minutes. That's nice. Isn't this pretty? This is a fun little section. And you can see the blazes marked on the rocks. This is the busiest day we've had on the trail so far. We've probably seen 15 people already today. But everybody's very friendly, and most of them are out here. There's a couple doing some sections who are getting off, and I think we saw a couple that was doing a day hike. And the rest are planning on going up to Katahdin. Wow, I bet this is absolutely gorgeous in the fall. It's pretty now. I prefer not to see it with ice, though. Well, that was the toughest climb of the day coming out of Unicoi Gap, at least so far for the day. Wow, that was a workout. Yeah, we're still going up. I still see mountain up ahead of us. But you get to hear my breathing. It was a little killer for me. Wow, see, what a groovy view there. It's starting to get a little hazy, but wow, it's pretty. And yes, we're still going up, even with the pretty view. But this is pretty neat. Pretty neat. Well, I think we're finally on top.
We got 60-degree views of down.
Yeah. So, I guess we're headed down again. This is definitely a pretty cool experience. That direction takes you to Whitney Gap Shelter, but you have to go 1.2 miles out and 1.2 miles back. So we're going to stay on the AT and push onward. Now in Hog Run Gap. So I guess we have to look for some water here before we climb the next mountain. So we're at the Hog Pen Gap parking lot.
Trail magic!
So Rod got himself a Rice Krispie snack, and I got some sort of candy.
Wilderness, the Mark Trail Wilderness.
Yay! So we are going to Low Gap Shelter, which is this direction.
Oh, Flyer?
There's Flyer, O'Malley. I remember O'Malley.
Yeah, and I'm the white receiver. White receiver, that was it, wasn't it? That was it. Yeah, okay.
So it's a fun group. It should be a good night tonight. Now,
Good morning.
we're all like changed up. Everybody's packing up. We got some new trail names. What did you decide to go with? Chicken. Starfleet. Manus. Spider is now Manus. I'm sorry. Overshare. David, he doesn't have one yet, right? You all. Okay, so we got a new one. And I'm sorry?
The white receiver.
Wait. Well, we're back on trail. And it was a good night last night in the shelter. We slept good. 6 of us in there. We know everybody who was there, so it was kind of nice. We do have weather coming in today. It's cool right now. We woke up, it was probably like 34, 35 last night. And we have rain coming in late this afternoon. It'll be 100% by evening with really cold temperatures, supposed to go down below into freezing, below freezing. So a lot of us are getting off. We're getting off at Unicoi Gap, and we're going back near Hiawassee, and we're going to go back to the hostel. Came to another intersection. We've probably hiked 5 miles, give or take. We're doing about a 10 or 11 mile day today. To get off, it's wind's really picking up, and it's going to get cold, and there's snow and rain coming in now, not just the rain. You can see the rain coming in. It started. We're getting sprinkled. Yeah. So apparently that's our last. We have to climb that. And I think there's another one after that that's even bigger. So, but first half of the day was pretty easy. So we're trying to get over this stuff before we get some sort of icy mix coming down to make it harder. We're making really good time today. This is Blue Mountain Shelter. It's at Mount 50. We're gonna go ahead and stop in there for a few minutes, maybe take a break out of the wind. We have to go up a little more, and then it's a steep down into the gap. Caught up to some of our friends. Blue Mountain Shelter. Here's a view. It's very breezy. People are deciding if for sure they're staying here or going into town. Last minute changes. It's going to be a miserable night, I think. We're starting to get a winter mix now. It looks like it's Steve and Zora right behind us because they're caught up to us now. Or Thora, sorry. Chicken and Starfleet. And it looks like we have one more push up the hill here. So we'll see. We're at Unicoi Gap.
Mile 53.
And we should have a shuttle coming to get us. I think Dobbs coming down to get us and take us back to Standables around the bend hostel for the night. Very much looking forward to that. It's a little less harsh down here than it was up top. It's a good day. A good day for hiking, as far as it was a beautiful terrain today, and it was easy compared to what some of the days are. It's just the weather turned kind of nasty up there, and a few people were planning on staying on trail, but some of them are changing their minds. So yeah, we knew there were going to be some days like this. So we're looking forward to the hostel stay tonight. We got a queen bed, and it's $5 less than it was last time we were there, so that's a good thing.